Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Wrestling Track. Here's your host, Lee Houston and Marco Rose.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's Marco Rose calling from my great, extraordinary home here in Memphis, Tennessee to talk about some wrestling action. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Gonna have my boy in Amir Y2J. You there? Yes.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hold on.
Having some technical difficulties, as my boy Lee would say. Can I hear you now?
Okay.
I can hear you. Set your mic up a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you good. What's up, man?
That's beautiful. What's up? Just here to talk about some wrestling,
Yes, sir. Man, first up, we're going to get into, before we get into Monday Night Raw and everything that's been going on, we're going to kick off with Money in the Bank from Sunday. Everyone Tuesday. We get into it too, Tuesday, happy Sunday. So we're going to get into that, our little thoughts on it. What were your thoughts? I'm going to ask you, Amir Y2J fan, what were your thoughts on Money in the Bank?
Well, to be quite frank with you, I think all the main events delivered, that being AJ versus Cena, that being the Money in the Bank match, and that being the world title match, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, all delivered. Other than that, the show was quite mediocre. But the main events really, really picked it up. I enjoyed the Money in the Bank match. Wasn't the craziest Money in the Bank match in the world, but it was solid. It did its job. Cena versus AJ was very predictable, but nonetheless a fun match, a dream match for many who wanted to see like the face of TNA versus the face of WWE. So cool moment in that. In the main event, Roman and Rollins tore it up though. Very proud of that. And of course, what happened after that, we all know what happened. That really just topped everything off perfectly.
Let's get into that right now. Dean Ambrose, I can say that is becoming the new WWE champion, a markout moment for a lot of Dean Ambrose fans. I was surprised. I don't know. I mean, I'm not too big on Dean Ambrose like a lot of people are. That's just me. I still kind of don't get his character. I don't know if he kind of owns it out. I just don't get it. I'm not into it. But, hey, it's new. Given this new era, I'm not against it. I'm for it. I'm going to see what he does with it. Something interesting. What are your thoughts on Dean Ambrose?
Well, first of all, can you hear me still?
Yeah, I hear you still.
All right, perfect. I've liked Dean Ambrose from jump. I've always since I discovered him in FCW, and I like the crazy gimmick, I guess. But nowadays, like a lot of people don't get it because he don't act crazy anymore. He just kind of act like he's just kind of off now. Like maybe he'll do something crazy. Like it's not really like full blown I'm a lunatic type of thing like it was back in the day. So I understand where people coming from on that, but it's just one thing for me because I've been following him for so long now where it's just like a finally and a well-deserved, and you know what he's been through, and you've seen him go through all this, and finally he got what a lot of people felt he deserved. And I'm happy for him. I think it's about time, actually. I don't think it was overdue, but I do think it's a good time. It's good time. I know a lot of people will argue that he should have had it a little earlier, but it is what it is, and he got his turn now, so everything is cool.
Okay, and we could talk about it also. And speaking of him becoming WWE champion, former WWE champion, Roman Reigns. I found out this earlier today. I was shocked. I bet there's no shocking than Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns has been suspended for, I think, 4 weeks? Or
Yep, 30 days, yep.
For getting his gated green on, for smoking that reefer with Wiz Khalifa. So, talk about that. What you think? I know you're straight edge, drug free, alcohol free. I don't smoke. I drink a little bit. But what are your thoughts of it?
Well, me personally, I don't really care if other people smoke or drink or do any of that stuff. That's what they do. My beliefs are different. But it was shocking. But when you think about it, not really. I mean, I guess it's shocking because he's such a big name. I mean, he was just the champion a couple days ago, and then this happened, which obviously means 4 weeks. That's past Battleground, so we're not gonna get that triple threat match at Battleground. Probably just be a one-on-one between Ambrose and Rollins, which is okay. That'll be fine. That'll be entertaining. They can still pull off something fun until SummerSlam. But that it was shocking, and I was very upset. And I don't really know what the case was. I'm gonna just go out there and assume that it was smoking weed, but I'm not very sure. But still shocking. It must be something though, because he admitted and owned up to it on Twitter. Like he was just like, "My bad. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. My family, friends, fans, all that stuff." He got right down to it and cleared his name up real quick. The right way to go.
Okay. But that's what I want to talk about, what a lot of people been talking about all ever since it showed last night, and it's the AJ Styles Stone Cold podcast. And how they mentioned TNA and Bill DJ. And how AJ Styles went in on Dixie, and one of the quotes I believe was Dixie focused on big name talent from WWE instead of the people who got her to the ballpark in the first place. And
you know what? I was so shocked. I watched it this morning. I was too tired to watch it after all, but I made sure I caught up on it this morning. And first of all, I was surprised. Well, the first thing that drew me in is like, okay, they said TNA, which is okay. Because, I mean, how can you ignore the place that he was the face of for 12 years, 11 years, however long it was? There was no ignoring that.
right.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I was shocked he said Dixie Carter, and he basically like buried him. I mean, not buried say he just saying that, but it was the truth. He just really told the truth. And I mean, as fans who was actually watching it during the time, I mean, it was what he said was what it was. I mean, they felt like.
I mean, it's not like he lying on them or anything like that. And I don't think he even. And me personally, I don't think he went that hard. It wasn't like nothing close to like what CM Punk did to the WWE in his podcast. It was a lot more civil than that. And my thing is, you could tell he wanted to go in, but he kind of held back on them because, AJ deep down, he still appreciates TNA because that was his show. That was his company. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of feel like he didn't fully bury him. But he did mention the pay cut, which I was kind of shocked about, that he would put TNA out on blast financially like that they tried to make him take a pay cut, and he was the face of the company.
It was true, and like saying all these other big guys, top 10, but those top talents you're not paying them. He one of the best talents you got, and it's like now it's like that's like a lack of respect. I mean, this man is like the best. You know what I'm saying? Like he saw his name on the map, like him, guys like him and Samoa Joe, and things like a lot of the Evidence guys. I mean, a lot of years and all of them. I mean, they put in there after they were free, they were young, and it's like people want to see that, and they like went away from it to focus on big things instead of focusing on what they already had.
And I love that he put Christopher Daniels over a lot in his interview. That's one guy that just gets no type of love or respect, and he didn't have an illustrious career, but it's real low key. Like a lot of people don't know about Chris Daniels really putting people on, helping people out, and he got a lot of unseen, underrated matches. The guy's a great talent.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, very underrated. The Fallen Angel, I had enjoyed the Fallen Angel. He did everything about like I said, he was one of the big parts of that X division.
Oh yeah, he was one of the focal points. Yeah.
Right, so can't ignore that. And like I said, I mean, just like you said.
Yeah, and I hope that when Christopher Daniels finally pack it up, because he still wrestles, which is hilarious to me. But when he finally pack it up, I think WWE should hire him as a trainer, because he can do a little bit of everything. He can cut a promo and he can wrestle. So I think he can help in any way they need help. So I think they should hire him.
Yeah, that would be nice for them to do. They bring in everybody else. That would be awesome. I would love it. Next time he went in, he gotta be brought in this car. How you think this is feeling right now? How you think this is like really feeling? You think she's like shocked or mad?
You know what with Dixie, man? I cannot really tell how she feels, because usually you could just see it in the person's face and body language and the way they talk. It seemed like
she got that bitter. She think she got that bitter face.
Well, I'm sure she bitter about a plethora of things, but Dixie plays it off well. Like, she played it off like nothing is bothering her, and she just be on Twitter, she be promoting Impact. But I think the main problem with Dixie is that Dixie put too much faith in other people. Like, yeah, she's the owner of the company.
A little bit on it. Fine.
Okay, well, I'm saying is like, since Dixie, when did Dixie take over? First of all, like 09, 10 maybe.
Was it that late? I remember it being
when did Jeff Jarrett lose power then?
Man, ain't no telling. I don't even.
Because Jeff Jarrett was still like he was the owner. Then he became a minority owner, and then he wasn't owner at all. Like, he was just a wrestler on the show.
Yeah.
Like, his position just dwindled throughout time. So I can't really pay. Oh, in fact, Dixie was there when the video came out. When the video game came out. So I'm going to just go with 08. Let's just go with 08.
All right.
Now, if you look, since 08, like, how many people have ran the company since 08? Like, under Dixie's watch? Like, Dixie is, like, let's break this into, like, a family tree of sorts. Like, think of a family tree. You got Dixie. She the head of the family. And then the person under her. How many people have been under her so far? A lot. Think about it. Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, this dude, Vince Russo was at one point. What's the guy name? Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins is basically the guy now. And I feel like she doesn't know how to run the show, so she gets somebody who done had past success to kind of fill that void for her. And the problem is she don't have a filter. Like, she'll just let you get all the control. She'll let you do whatever you need to, whatever you want to do, and she'll have no say so. And I feel like that's a problem, because when you just giving all this, freedom to one person, then that's just a disaster. It should be a team effort. And if you're the boss of everything, you should be telling people, no, we can't do that. But it just seemed like Dixie just kind of say, yeah, let's do that. Like remember, Hulk Hogan took away the six-sided ring. Really, the only individual thing TNA had to them was that six-sided ring. And they Hulk Hogan, they let Hulk Hogan change it, Like, I feel like she just give too much away. So, Dixie don't know who to trust.
I mean, and with that, they had at first, at the beginning, it was looking good. It looked like they were having some good ideas. But like, they used the same storyline just basically different people. Like,
exactly.
I mean, and it probably would have worked with the whole Jeff Hardy turning heel thing. That was like one of the
That was just about the only thing that worked under the Hogan Bischoff era, though.
Yeah.
That was just about the only thing that was successful.
Yeah, and it was basically like a whole NWO all over again, which was smart. Just how he is, talking good stuff. But after that, it was just like,
Yeah,
man.
Aces and I haven't watched TNA consistently since the Aces and Eight storyline.
And that could have been good, but that kind of ended up falling to pieces.
The problem with that was you had a bunch of people that nobody really cared about in the group to be the focal point of the whole show. It got too big. Aces and Eights eventually became bigger than the show, which was the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was really thinking we would go see some major faces in there, but it was just led by Bubba Ray and Devon. Like,
And not only that, they put the world title on. Now, I did like Bubba Ray as the champion. He was just about the only thing that was positive about that. He deserved it. He got a lot of heel heat. He was perfect. He was the perfect heel champion. But that group was awful. Do you even remember anybody in the group other than Devon? Devon was in it. D'Lo Brown, Wes Briscoe. Yeah, Wes Briscoe, Garrett Bischoff, Luke Gallows, I think. No, it wasn't Luke. It was Mike Knox. And a bunch of other people. I can't even remember right now.
Wow.
And not only that, it lasted like 2 years, which is never good. So,
I mean, you had some good points. You had some good points in there. Like the whole thing with Jeff Hardy, that wasn't their fault. It didn't work out. But Jeff Hardy was on the good. They brought RVD, which is great. I thought, but then
yeah, they did do that. They brought Robin and them in, but
they brought
Robin and them was solid, but he was only solid for like a year in TNA. It seemed like he was like, I think even he admitted that he was doing it for the wrong reasons. Like he was just kind of there for the check. Like he didn't really want to be there.
Yeah.
And plus, in TNA, you get a lot more freedom, so he could like smoke and do all this other stuff and still get the check, which he couldn't do in WWE.
I'll tell you what I ended up telling was when they would start doing the whole, especially now I've been leading it. AJ Styles should not been paying no calorie and trying to act like a Ric Flair Jr. Like, why?
Yeah, that made no sense. If anything, I think AJ should have been going against Ric Flair. If anything, to be quite frank with you, because you know that was the face of your company, and
they had a real AJ Styles, Beer Money, Desmond Wolf.
No, it wasn't Desmond Wolf.
Yeah, Desmond Wolf did it. And Kazarian.
I thought it was AJ Kazarian and Beer Money, and that was it.
Desmond Wolf was in it too. Remember?
I remember today coming in later, though.
Yeah, because, you know, he was part of that whole segment with Jay Lethal and Ric Flair. Right. I mean, it had good moments. It had its good moments.
Yeah, it did. And I take nothing away from the good moments. I like to call things down the middle. But, I mean, if you look at what happened in the long run, it flopped. I mean, it wasn't even the greatest era when it come to ratings and stuff, because remember they tried to go on Monday nights when Hogan came around. The first night Hogan showed up, they went on Monday nights and got slaughtered in the ratings.
Another downfall was when they, like I said, they did the thing with AJ Styles and Flair. Then they had Hogan and Abyss team up. Why?
I don't remember that at all. When was this?
When they gave Hogan gave him the Hall of Fame ring, and it was weird. They was on team. Yeah, I'm glad you don't remember this because it was horrible.
Yeah, I know. You know, I made a series of videos a few years back. The top 5 worst matches I've ever seen, and I believe what made number 3 or 2 was that one match. It was Hulk Hogan versus Sting at Bound for Glory, if you remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, awful match. It was hilarious. It was like funny bad though. I was
Yeah,
laughing the whole
it had
match.
a good moment in it, but that was it. Hogan turned back face again for the millionth time.
It was very funny. Like I need to go back and watch that. Like if you having a rough day, go watch Hulk Hogan versus Sting at Bound for Glory.
I
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
it's hilarious.
And I mean, they had opportunities to be good, just like when the kind of could have signed Paul Hayden. He had a vision for him. His vision would have been awesome. And it's like all the things that Paul Hayden told them to do at the time. It was like probably been about 8, 7, no, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. Now they're doing it now.
Speaking of, I was always the guy who was like, I want TNA to prevail, even though the show was like sometimes the show is really, really good and consistent, but it never lasts long. You know what I'm saying? It may last like a couple months,
That was a major
maybe.
part. Like, yeah, get good. Okay, all right. And all of a sudden, okay.
Like, and I remember back in I want to say 2011 when Kurt Angle was the champion and he beat somebody, and people was really he beat Bobby Roode at Bound for Glory. Bobby Roode was a face. People was pushing. People was pushing for Bobby Roode, and they just let Kurt Angle win. Right? You remember that? And everybody was very upset about that.
They built it up so good.
They did. They did. And this is why I credit to you.
This would have been Bobby Roode's moment. Most would have bought that DVD in bundles. What they do, that whole storyline was just for nothing, no payout. Ain't gonna want.
Yeah, and the problem was that I think he did lose clean. Like they was both faces, and he lost. He just lost. Like that was it. That was the end of the show. Bobby Roode just lost, and it was like nothing cheap, nothing to set up a rematch. It was like Bobby Roode won this Bound for Glory series thing, whatever they was doing, and they was both faces, and it was just like. All right, here come this homegrown TNA talent, been here for years, well-deserved talent, should have been the world champion a long time ago. Going against Kurt Angle, the vet, who is the champion now, and been doing this for years, and it was a perfect mesh, right? And Kurt Angle just beat him. Like it was a good match, and Kurt Angle just won. Like it was over. But this is my point, though. I credit TNA on this. The next episode of TNA, James Storm wins the title. And then after that, the next episode of TNA, Bobby Roode wins the title.
That was good. That was.
And no, listen. It was unpredictable. And I gave TNA major credit on that because I was watching TNA every week to see who was going to be the champion next. That was some of the best times I had watching TNA.
TNA is not going to get that way with that. No. And I'm tell you why.
Okay.
You had this build up. That Bound for Glory series was pretty damn good. Packages with Bobby Roode. He was with his family and his house. About finally getting this opportunity. I'm like, I asked the filter. I'm like, man, I'm ready. He done did all this. The build to the whole Bound for Glory series was good. We ready for the payoff. Everybody know he's gonna win. That's the thing. Everybody know he's gonna win. Give him the payoff. We get the big celebration in the ring. He did it. Coming there, it could have been different. Next week, he would have been on Impact. Giant Storm would have came in there, woo woo woo, and trying to congratulate him. And he just bam, nails Giant Storm type. They could have been in the rival.
See, but ain't that's what we all know and love about. What we all love about wrestling is the swerves and the turns, and you don't see it coming. That's what I credited TNA on, was us not seeing it coming and turning on him the way he did for the title, doing James Storm dirty like that, like the way he did, and that whole rivalry. So now you just had a great.
That's the thing. You had a big money pay-per-view where it could have been a title change, but they wasted on a TV episode.
I feel like they did waste it. I'm not disagreeing on you. They did waste it, most certainly, but I felt like with the James Storm thing, they made up for it. if anything. Because, I mean, look what happened after that. We got the off-the-chain Bobby Roode that we all loved. So, it is what it is.
We could have got that if he would have beat Angle.
Well, you never know, though. They might have wanted to keep him as babyface world champion, which, in my opinion,
You remember what happened, why he didn't win? You remember
what you mean, why he didn't?
After the pay-per-view, that Hogan went on that radio show and said that Bobby Roode was ready to beat the champion?
Oh, yeah, Hogan did say Bobby Roode wasn't ready. Yeah.
And then come that pay-per-view, he did the champion. When the whole storyline was set up to him to win that title that night.
Okay, so do you think Bobby Roode losing the match is the equivalent to, like, Triple H losing that triple threat match against Austin and Mankind? Because that night he was supposed to be the champion. That was going to be his first title win.
Now, this is the equivalent of almost what they did when Hogan had beat Sting at Starrcade. Again, they beat Sting clean.
When? What Starrcade? Not 97. Sting won that match.
You didn't see that match. See, I'm older. So Hogan really won. They restarted the match talking about a fast count. When there was never a fast count. Hogan just won. So Bret Hart was like, no, I'm not going to let this happen. He did a fast count. And this match didn't do a fast count. So
because on the next episode of Nitro, they took the belt off Sting, right?
Yeah, and after Sting won, right. So Sting won. The next night, they take it over Sting. What the fuck? Why?
But Bobby Roode was never the champion, though. Like, he didn't win.
That's why I say it's worse. That's why I say
like
it's worse.
They had a straight clean match and he just lost.
Exactly. That's why I say it's worse. That's what happened with Sting at Starrcade. They had a not clean and Hogan just beat them clean. They've been building this up for a year. And Hogan put a leg drop on him and beat him clean. That's where the controversy came from. That's why they did the whole thing on Monday Night Getting because there was never a fast count. And I think Hogan did that on purpose. He told him it was supposed to be a fast count by Mick Patrick. He told Mick Patrick don't count a fast count. Make stuff.
So you feel like every time you build it up for this guy to win the title, he should win the title.
And see, Hogan didn't want to lose Sting that night because he felt like Sting had got out of shape and stuff. And I don't know if I've seen an interview with him. He was talking about Sting playing match. He was all sloppy. His jacket was half out of him. He was like he was out of shape. And so,
well, look, I'm asking. So you feel like if they build it up for a person to win the title, they should win the title?
I mean, if that's supposed to be the end result. I mean, that's storytelling. If you done did all this build up, only a man to come in here and lose, and then it's like nothing after he just lose cleaner. All right, everybody, see you again next year.
But it wasn't nothing. He got the title 2 weeks later.
I know, but it's like pointless now. It was built up for him to go against Angle. Angle was dominant as champion. That was the pay-per-view. That's the battle. Why would y'all do it 2 weeks later? Why not have done it then when people emotions was up in it? When this is the big event now, this is the biggest event. Why wouldn't you do it then? What was the difference between then and then 2 weeks later you won? Like,
Okay. Well, check this out. Think of it like this. What make it worse to me, because I'm like just thinking of this now. Remember when James Storm beat Kurt Angle for the belt? James Storm beat Kurt Angle in 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay, maybe it was dumb, but anyways, I found it
No,
entertaining.
so you know it now. You think about like, yeah, that was bad.
It was not bad. I was entertained, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, we did the whole build. If y'all wanted James Storm to win this whole time, that James Storm would have won the bounce for. This why I say this was last minute plan. This was last minute plan.
Because I remember Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle had a very good match. It was a long, hard fight, and Kurt Angle just won clean. And then he lost to James Storm in like 2 minutes, clean. Like,
remember Hogan said in that same thing. They were asking like, "Who you think you should be champion?" He said James Storm. He said like James Storm should be champion. Well, true, but James Storm could have waited. Go on and do what you've been building up. You wanted James Storm to be champion. James Storm became champion.
Okay, well, that's proving my point even more about Dixie Carter, though. It's like Dixie Carter will say yes to whoever is that second in command because she really don't know what to do herself. Which is my whole point about Dixie Carter.
I mean, they don't get. That's why they had a good thing. That's why WWE succeeded. When they do their damn build up, you know it's going to be a moment. You know it's going to be something. I mean, this the edge of the story. They won't waste all their time for not nobody to get, they in. You know what I'm saying? Something really there's some type of cover for him to just lose. All the build up for him to lose between them. Damn.
Well, who's the champion on TNA now? Bobby Lashley?
Who cares?
I'm pretty sure Bobby Lashley is the champion.
Yeah, again, though, who cares?
I have no clue.
It's so sad. I'm still mad at that. I don't care for EC3. I don't think he's that good. I don't know why.
I like him, but I just ain't watched TNA consistently in so long, man. I really just can't take the poor storytelling. The X division is just nothing anymore. The world title scene is nothing, just full of former WWE guys, and I don't know. TNA lost its individuality a long time ago. It just is what it is now.
Right. It's what it is. That's exactly great point. Lost their individuality. It's just like lost their identity. Like, who are you? What's the voice or team? What you care? No.
Yeah, probably. Well, that segment showed me a while back with the Ben Jeff stuff. Like, man, when I saw it, I was like, I hate to say it, but Matt and Jeff are done.
What has Jeff Hardy done?
No, I was just saying, like, I remember that promo, that segment you showed with Jeff and Navy and.
Yo,
like,
that video went viral. That is crazy.
Like I was saying,
it's one of those things where I guess it's so bad that it was good.
I don't know about good at all. It was hilarious. I mean, it was hilariously bad.
I'm talking about it was so bad. It's like it's good. I mean, it's like funny. It's like, oh, what? It's like what?
And while watching that, all I could keep saying was, man, Matt and Jeff are done. Like, they're done. Career over.
And they really thinking this thing. And some people actually be shocked. Some people think this is awesome. And the Matt Hardy does work.
I ain't surprised with people saying that, though. I heard people say crazier things.
I'm like, people are.
But plus, it's a lot of heavy Matt and Jeff marks out there too. So, I'm sure though that's what it is. I'm pretty sure anybody who calls something right down the middle can agree with with that being entertaining in a good way, and thinking the story development is good and the characters are good.
It didn't make me want to watch the match. I watched the video because I can't believe how cheesy and stupid it was. It was like it was funny in that way, but it would not make me want to watch that match.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the match, but I don't know. It's just bad. Matt and Jeff are done now. It's about time.
I don't think Jeff is mad at you though. I mean, Jeff, he's always gonna be mad. When he say, when he come back to WWE, you gonna be like,
oh, of course.
Matt Hardy not so sure.
Oh yeah, man. Matt Hardy been toast for a while though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on? What else going on in the wrestling world?
That is a good question.
AJ versus Cena. We didn't get into that.
No, I don't want to get into that. We'll get into it later. I know we about some returns happening.
You said what?
About some returns. WWE has been trying to sign back some old talent from the past.
Oh, like who?
Some names that was
Okay.
Carlito.
Okay.
Of course, Goldberg.
Okay.
And and possible Kurt Angle.
Oh, okay. I think I like MVP the most though. Out of those names, I think MVP could come back and do some good stuff.
I'm digging on Carlito. I would love to see Carlito, but
I don't think Carlito's gonna do it. Carlito's a stubborn guy. I don't know if you knew that, but I don't think Carlito.
They said one of the guys that they talked about bringing back said he wouldn't come back full time because he says he's making more money part time on the independent scene than full time WWE.
I'm guessing that's either Carlito. That's Carlito or MVP.
I think it's Carlito.
Because I was just saying MVP still do indies too, so it's one of those. Carlito might be making good money on the indie. I ain't seen a Carlito match since House of Horrorcore like 14. So I'm not sure.
He's not there in Puerto Rico, but he's still good. He still looks awesome.
Oh yeah. And if you've seen him lately, he's bigger than he was when he was in WWE.
Yeah, last time I seen him was the WWE Hall of Fame.
The man is ripped.
Wow.
So you want to see Carlito the most out of them? I think it'd be cool to see Kurt Angle one more time, but
oh yeah. I mean,
of course, I don't think his body can hang.
Yeah, I mean, I think he got a couple of more matches. I think he can have some great matches with a couple of people.
Well, whenever that is, it's gonna be
Rollins is one of them.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be this summer though, because we all know that Kurt Angle's supposed to go against Cody Rhodes on the 28th or whatever that is, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I'm really not exactly sure how it's gonna go, but because he was supposed to come back. Like originally, the gimmick was for him to come back and beat Rusev for the U.S. title last year when Cena beat him for the U.S. title. That spot was made for Kurt Angle. That's why Rusev had the U.S. belt for so long. So his TNA contract can expire. They can sign a WWE contract, wait out the 90 days, blah, blah, blah. Perfect time, and he'll be just signed around the time of WrestleMania to come and take the belt off of Rusev. That was the storyline originally.
Okay, cool. Well, check this out. There's more names that I didn't get. I know one. You'll probably be like, what? But Stevie Richards is one.
I'm not surprised. WWE always liked Stevie Richards. I think they wanted to make him bigger, but it just never happened. Yeah. Because they always, like when he was there, they always found something for him, no matter how ridiculous he was. You're right to censor. He was Victoria's sidekick. Job Squad, like they liked him. They liked Stevie Richards. They always had him doing something, you know.
Yeah. Another a couple people that jump shot there. Well, of course, Bill.
And plus, he a ECW original, so you know he already got that. You know, when you're ECW original, you get a little bit of more respect in the WWE. Cause he been around forever. Like, how could you not like a guy? He been around forever. So
yeah, he never achieved what he could have been.
Exactly.
Really after he had that neck injury kind of thing. I said Kurt. Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy. I'm not two other names.
I think Rey Mysterio done. Cause remember, I think WWE at least, because Rey Mysterio quit. He didn't get released. Rey Mysterio left. He asked for his release, and I don't blame him. They wasn't doing nothing with him. And when you Rey Mysterio, you're a star internationally. And you don't need to be sitting on the bench for nobody. So I completely respect his decision on leaving. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna come back though. I think Rey Mysterio done with.
They're gonna some people that they doing this brand split. They're gonna in 3 hours for both shows. What I'm hearing, which is gonna be awesome.
Oh hell, no. Well, SmackDown not 3 hours.
They said they thinking about moving it to 3 hours.
That'll be all. That's a horrible idea, but they do have enough wrestlers to split into two. They have too many wrestlers for it to be one show, to be quite frank with you. And I think this is the perfect opportunity.
But they don't got nobody to help them make a name for themselves.
That's true. I think they need to stop. They need to split the writing teams like they did back in the day and give it a head like they did back in the day. It was just one person run the writers.
I'm hoping Paul Heyman back down again and bring up the fact that when I
don't think Paul Heyman want to do it again. He did it already. You know, Paul Heyman is real goal oriented. He don't want smack. He did it already. He been there, done that. That's how Paul Heyman will look at things.
Let me dream, damn it. That's my role model. Let me.
He ain't coming back to SmackDown.
If he does,
I don't know who's gonna be writing it out. I hope whatever it is, SmackDown really need a boost. 1 million people a week, that's suffering, man. So
if you think about what he said, Nitro wasn't the only people who beat Raw in the Monday Night Raw. SmackDown was kicking Raw ass during the time he was there. So.
Oh yeah, but that don't mean he gonna come back.
That would be smart.
I don't think so. And I don't know, do Shane write storylines? Do anybody know?
I don't even know. I think Shane just on air. Just to really.
Yeah, I think Shane. I'm just saying, I think Shane is just a character right now. And I wonder what's interesting me, because Vince is at every show. So I wonder what side he gonna split. Because if it's getting split, then he won't be able to do that. So I'm wondering what side he gonna be on. I'm wondering if it's gonna be 2 titles, or the champion just gonna have to go from show to show. It's gonna be hectic, but I'm interested to see who going where. You know.
Let me see, what else we got to talk about here?
You think it should be 2 titles or 1?
I mean, you gonna have brands now. I mean,
surprisingly, I see a lot of people saying they don't want 2 titles.
I can see why. I can see that, but like I said, you're doing the brand split now, so it's like a show. If you're doing 2 different separate identity brands, one's gonna need a main title.
Exactly, and plus, I feel like if it's 2 brands and it's gonna be split, it should be 2 titles. I mean, think about it. It's gonna be 1 champion overall on both shows. Like, that's too much of one person. That's boring.
I think if they're gonna do that, if they're gonna actually, like I said, if they're gonna really do that, like you said, back to that 4, it's gotta look like 2 completely different shows. Like during the time when it did, like you was watching 2 different shows.
Yeah, first things first, they got to switch the SmackDown setup. I'm not saying like everybody else, go back to the fist. I ain't saying go back to the fist. I'm saying like do something though. Like you gotta, like the setup gotta be different. The stage has to be different. The ring ropes. Something.
Just like in NXT, when you watch NXT, it looks like a different product.
Yeah, exactly. And Raw and SmackDown just look the same, except one show lighting is blue, the other one is red. So SmackDown, if anything, they need their own stage, and I think that'll be a big improvement to the show. And I think Raw needs its own stage. I mean, it's been rocking this HD set for too long now. I think they should switch it up. So. And actually, it's the same stage for like every pay-per-view too. Is the one they've been using for Raws and SmackDowns.
Yeah,
it's the same stage. Oh well.
Let me see. We got 12 minutes left. Man, this has been probably the best podcast I have done. Yeah, really digging it.
I believe that.
Because I would really love my guest to be a Mirror Y2J fan.
Of course, we need to.
And y'all can reach us if y'all want to hear more of us. Y'all can if you want to contact us, talk about some wrestling or inbox about some wrestling. You contact me Facebook, Marco Road, Mirror Y2J fan. You got anything you want to say?
You could follow me on everything at Amir Y2J.
That's what's up. But we got 12 minutes left. Man, let me get to the thing. Hey Amir, what do you want to do?
You think they should split up the Shield or any tag teams?
We can get into that. I was really making a SpongeBob reference. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's my favorite spot. Yes, we just mentioned SpongeBob on Wrestling Track. Damn it, but you said to mention. Okay, yeah, let's mention the tag team. The tag teams in WWE right now, which is one of my favorite tag teams. It's to be one of the hottest, of course, favorites of a lot of people. Enzo Amore, Big Cass.
Yep.
Did I feel like they got robbed? No, I feel like it went how I thought it was gonna go. It's not that they hot. Let the people just crave to get them more. You gotta wait till they get their moment. Their moment might be SummerSlam. If they did, that'll be freaking awesome.
To be honest with you, I think if they split up any tag teams, is a ridiculous move because it's not like the tag team division that heavy in the first place.
You was asking me who they want to split up.
Yeah, I'm talking about the draft.
Oh, no, I don't think they should split up no tag team. No.
Yeah, the tag team division a little too light to be splitting anyway.
I don't need to be split. It's just becoming kind of relevant. So.
And I'm kind of thinking about this. Okay, if they split in the draft, right? Mm-hmm. SmackDown is 2 hours. They're not going to split everybody up in 2 hours, right? Yeah?
Yeah, I hear you.
Right? Yeah, they're not going to split everybody up in 2 hours. So I was thinking, after the show, because I'm just going to throw out a guess. I'm going to say 5 people going to get drafted, maybe 6 during the show. I believe that this is the opportunity to sell the network a little bit more and have like intervals of breaking news during the network or breaking news on Twitter or whatever they be using. And like, okay, this person just got drafted to SmackDown. This person just got drafted to Raw. This person just got drafted to SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? Something special like that.
What if they went back and did all like one SmackDown? What if we get back? Maybe like Eric Bischoff, general manager of Raw, Paul Heyman back on SmackDown, or vice versa. Them being on Paul being over Raw, Eric Bischoff being over SmackDown.
I think that'd be hilarious, but I'm not sure though. I don't see Eric Bischoff coming back. Period. Like he seems
I
so
can
chill.
see it because they finna bring
He
out.
seems so chill
Run out
with
of
like
nothing
his.
to do.
Yeah, but he seems so like calm and chill with his life now. He ain't worried about no wrestling. Paul Heyman is just there to be a character right now. But I could see him. I could see Paul Heyman doing something with it, maybe. But like actually being in the back, writing the show, no. As a general manager, I could see them pulling the trigger on that, but I don't know if Paul Heyman want to travel that much, like be there every week, because he on a part-time schedule too, with Brock, and I'm sure he enjoying getting money for doing part-time work, so I don't think he's gonna lose that deal.
I mean, part time. He is doing part time. I mean, he really went
Because
out.
he show up when Brock show up, and Brock show up like maybe once every 6 months. And Paul Heyman got the same deal as Brock. So I don't think Paul Heyman will want to lose out on that sweet deal that he got. So
Yeah. Okay. Let me see thoughts. Okay, let's do a quick. Then you do a quick draft. You got Raw. I got SmackDown. We're gonna pick 10 people. We got 7 minutes. Go pick 10 people. Kicking off the show. We're gonna do this all the first time. Probably been done on Wrestling Track. So Amir, you got Raw. Hold on, what you want? SmackDown or Raw? It don't matter. What you want?
that don't matter.
All right. I'll take Raw. You'll take SmackDown. So I'll let you get the first pick. Where you going in number one? Who is your first pick?
Well, I want the world champion, man, Dean Ambrose.
You want the world champion, Dean Ambrose. Well, I want the former world champion, number one, Seth Rollins.
Okay, well you can give me Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you want to go there? Give me AJ Styles.
You want to go there? Give me Cena.
Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm on number 3. Want to go there? Okay. Give me Kevin Owens.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one. I really, really like that one. But if you'd like to go there, then you could give me Sasha Banks.
Oh, he went to the Divas. Oh, he went to the Divas. I match your Diva with the Diva, man. You go Sasha Banks. I will go Oscar.
Okay. I'm mess with it. If you want to go there, I'll collectively just take the New Day.
You will take the New Day. You know I got to get you there because I'm going to take Enzo and Big Cass.
Okay, I mess with it. Then I go ahead and I'll break the club up and take Gallows and Anderson collectively.
You got the club.
I think that's 6. 6 people.
That's 6. Yeah, we on number 6 right now. Okay. If you take them, of course, I have to get the Wyatt family.
Okay. Well, since we're doing that, I'll go and I'll take another champion, Charlotte.
Okay, you going for another one? I'm a match up with you. You take Charlotte. You take Charlotte. Oh, well, give me Bailey.
Okay, you're going in NXT. Since you want to go with NXT, I'll take Finn Balor.
Ooh. So there. You know I got to give my man some more joke.
Ooh. Okay, since you want to go there, I'll take somebody. Since you want to go there, then we'll take Shinsuke Nakamura. That's pick 9, I think.
Oh, you sorry some bitch. You know you a sorry some bitch. That's okay. I'll go again. Another good compare. I will go ahead and pick my boy. Sami Zayn.
Who was that?
Sami Zayn.
Okay, you low key took my next pick, but what's the show without a guy with some tenure to him? I go ahead and I'll take the greatest of all time, Chris Jericho.
Oh, go.
I think that's the last pick for me.
That was the last pick for you?
Yeah, that's 10. So this will be your last one.
You got Jericho. Whew. And you got me.
Yeah, you look a little stumped. You sound a little stumped.
I look at the little stuff. Let me see. I'm missing somebody that I want. He is not coming to my review.
I'm thinking of somebody right now.
Say what?
I say you missing a bunch of people you could have picked.
I know, and they're not popping into my head. They're not popping into my head right now.
Who you got? Oh, wow. Okay. I was thinking Brock Lesnar.
No, I said you picked Cena.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you picked Cena number 3. I'm glad you made me remember him. Brock Lesnar.
Perfect. Oh, Brock Lesnar be your world champion. It looks like we got 1 minute and 35 seconds left.
1 minute 35. Well, hey, we done had a good time. Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this hour with Marco. Shut up thing. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed Marco Rose and Amir Y2J fan. And
you just have me Y2J now.
I just realized that.
You still put the fan at the end. You know you didn't know me for too long. You keep saying fan.
A long time. I mean, he's been a Amir Y2J fan, Amir Insomniac, and Muhammad, and everything in the world. But yes, at this thing on Shut Up, Marco Rose and Amir Y2J, we signing out. Thanks for checking out the Wrestling Trash, probably the best one I've had. Yep. So, y'all, maybe next Tuesday, who knows? Maybe not. Just keep in suspense. Think about it. I'm not sure. So anyway, signing out. Peace out, y'all.